Hello everyone, welcome back to Oliveboard. For all the students who are dreaming about RBI 2024, many of the students are thinking that RBI is a distant affair. What do you mean by that? It's just simply that everybody is so comfortable that they think that I can prepare or maybe I can start studying for RBI maybe in 6 months. Maybe I'll start my preparation in January. इसीलिए अभी कोई भी आरबीआई के बारे में सोच नहीं रहा है. भले ही सबको आरबीआई 2024 एग्जाम क्लियर करना है, लेकिन कोई उसके बारे में अभी सोच भी नहीं रहा है और डिस्कस भी नहीं कर रहा है. सो फॉर दैट लेट्स टुडे shake you out of your comfort zone and make you realize that RBI is not that exam which could be cleared in 6 months. Not anymore. Okay. Now RBI requires almost 9 months or maybe even sometimes 1 year to clear. And that's why today we are going to discuss a 9 months foolproof plan for RBI, and that also for all the aspirants who are aiming at RBI 2024. So with that, let's start our discussion with a detailed timetable. Okay. So first understand that either you can start your preparation in 20 September. Okay, 20 September you can start it, or maybe you can even start it on 25 September, or even in November also you can start. No worries if you are starting your preparation. Okay. The point is that definitely the time has come up that you have to start your preparation. Now from November, okay, November till April, May, if you count the number of months, so I will give a plan of 9 months which will not just include your phase 1, it will also include your phase 2 as well as your interview. Okay, so considering all that, let's make a macro plan today and let's discuss this macro plan. So when I am discussing about macro plan, let us first understand when we are going for RBI exam, when we are preparing for RBI exam, what are the things which are very, very important. So first thing, let's talk about some of the core subjects of RBI which are included. If I talk about core subjects which are from the phase 1 as well as phase 2 angle, then finance, management, economic and social issues. Okay, these are your 3 important core subjects. Now quantitative reasoning, quantitative aptitude, reasoning, English, these are also important. Now all these you can consider as a chunk which is very important for phase 1. I will add current subjects to these which are also important for phase 1, because in total general awareness, then your PIB news, your government schemes and your finance current affairs, this is very important from RBI's point of view. Considering all this, okay, as it is also important for phase 1, also important for phase 2, and directly or indirectly it may also come up in your interview, we are going to see a detailed plan. So let us first consider our first month, that is first 3 to 4 weeks of our preparation, where everybody will tell you that you should start your preparation with the subject like management or finance. I will give you a very easy option to start your preparation with. Okay, for preparing for any competitive exam, you should start with a subject where you are very comfortable, and that is why what I think is that that subject should be easy. That subject should be either factual to understand. Okay, it should be very easy to understand even if you are self-studying, or maybe even if you are taking the help of any material or any course. Considering that, I have given you an option depending on your comfortability. Your flexibility has been given to you. Management and ESI should be the first subject, either of one subject. So for all the people, maybe you were preparing for maybe UPSC, or maybe you were preparing for any other competitive exam, you already know about what economic and social issues subject as a subject is. You also know what are the different topics and you are very comfortable with it. So definitely you should start your preparation with it, as you will finish it earlier and that would be very easy for you. So start with it. Along with that, always remember, from today or whenever your journey begins for your preparation, general awareness of half an hour and PIB news of half an hour, that is very, very important. At first, if it is very difficult for you, you can even give 1.5 or 2 hours also for the complete coverage. Okay, so as you could see, PIB news continues till whole our preparation, till our selection. Then you see, if you start with ESI, that's fine. Now if you think that you don't know anything about finance, you also don't know about economic and social issues, the micro and macro aspect of economy, then you can even start with management. where management, different topics are there. This is a factual subject and one of the more easy subjects to understand. From understanding point of view, management is really, you can start your preparation with. And then comes one of the qualifying subjects in the RBI exam, very important. From QRE, we will start with reasoning. Now always remember, the level of quant and reasoning in RBI is very supreme as compared to any of the regulatory bodies exam. So that is why take reasoning and quant very seriously. What students do is that they do not touch quant and reasoning when they start their preparation, and when the February month or March month comes, when the notification comes, then they start their preparation for quant and reasoning. Please avoid this. This is a sure shot way to fail. Okay, so start early, wake up little bit early and start your preparation for quant and reasoning. That is why our first month which is there, which is September, November or maybe November, it's management or ESI, GA and PIB news, reasoning and government schemes. So for example, 1 month government schemes you can go through just to understand what different government schemes are if you are not already introduced to it. Okay, government schemes along with GAP and PIB news, as government schemes will be popping up in PIB news always, you have to do them side by side. Then comes your next month, which is 1st November to 1st December. Here the second part, in your December to November month, you have to start finance anyhow. Okay, so here you have to start finance. Okay, here you have to start finance. In October, November you can start your preparation. In November, if you see, you can start finance, again GI, PIB news. Then in 1 month when you will finish reasoning, you can finish again in 1 month, that is 3 to 4 weeks, you can finish your quant. Okay, you can finish your quant. With quant, you can revise the previous month subject. If you started with management, revise management. If you started with ESI, revise ESI. Then go for your month of December. When I talk about December month or December month, then comes ESI and management, again GA and PIB news. Answer writing you can start for either of subjects, which is either management or ESI, which you have started with. Now as you have revised also ESI or management, suppose in this case we will consider we start our preparation with management, suppose. So here you start your management preparation, in 2nd month you do management revision, and then here in the 3rd month you start your management answer writing. Now this could be brief previous year questions also, as well as you can even join any mocks. Then comes your finance revision, that is previous month's revision you can do here. So you could do 2nd month's revision finance here. Then comes your January month. In January month, when I talk about, you have to cover now 1 to 2 months whatever government schemes are there, do it in a jot. Now suppose if you are a student who is doing daily government schemes, that's well and good. Suppose you are doing it on monthly basis, that's also well and good. You can add one more section here for government schemes. But here there is also option that rather than that, you can do continuously on daily basis GA and PIB news. In PIB news, your government schemes also will be covered, and after 1 to 2 months, okay, periodically you can revise your government schemes. That is why in between I have given government schemes also. Then here again GA, PIB news, answer writing of previous month, whatever revision you have done, that is finance. And then comes your previous whatever ESI you have here, as you started with management, then here you will do after finance ESI subject. So therefore here you will do ESI management. Then comes your February month. In February month you have to start your current affairs preparation, because in February month you will realize that almost 3 to 4 months of current affairs is piled on, right? So you just not have to read, you have to revise, right? So 1 time reading, 2 times revision, 3 times revision, that is the key. Then when you will start with your PIB as well as GA revision, at the same time you will also continuously do daily basis PIB as well as GA, general awareness. You can do answer writing of previous month whatever you have studied, which is again your ESI. So ESI is whatever here, as you were doing finance answer writing, now you will do previous months whatever subject you have completed and revised. So ESI here you revised, now you will start its answer writing, as you have learned the subject, revised the subject. Then the 3rd step is answer writing. Always remember, first reading or completing the subject, then revision, and then answer writing. This is the flow in which we have to study. Then comes answer writing. Along with that, you can take out some time for English. Okay, take out some time for English, because English also you have to practice little bit before you are going for RBI exam. Then comes after notification, that is phase 1. So here in after March, February, March, after, if you see, then here last time as the notification was delayed, it came almost in the last week of April, but most probably the notification always comes in April. Okay, so here you will expect in the exam in June. Okay, so that's why you can expect a notification in April. In the April month, what you can do is that phase 1 mock test you can apply. At the same time, GA PIB news you will go on completing daily basis also, as well as of whatever previous months GA PIB general awareness and PIB news you have done, you will revise it. You will also revise QRE, but this QRE revision would be through mocks. Then comes revision of government schemes, again through mocks only, as well as whatever notes you have prepared. Always remember, if you are watching any video, if you are even following any of the source monthly magazine, make your short notes. That's very, very important for your revision. You cannot revise 150 pages of magazine of government scheme, general awareness, or even PIB news. Then comes after notification phase 2. When I talk about after notification of phase 2, in phase 1 and phase 2, you get hardly 30 to 40 days. Okay, 30 days you will get. In that 30 days, what we have to do? Of course, phase 2 mocks, which is having objective also, which is having descriptive part also, that is answer writing. You will do again GA, PIB news revision, as well as government schemes revision. At the same time, you will also revise your static subjects like finance, management, and ESI. And overall, in this last 2 months, mocks are your important lifeline for your preparation also and for clearing the exam. Overall, this was the total your 9 month, which I would say preparation strategy as well as timetable. Overall, if you count after this phase 2, again after 1 month you will have interview preparation. At that time you have to again revise your static, finance, management, ESI, as well as current GA, PIB news, and government schemes. Apart from that, personality development, there also you have to give dedicated time. So in all, if you chunk it down, you could see why it is from September, if you count, okay, why it is a 9-month schedule, you would have understand. This is a macro table. Why macro table I have given and not micro? Because now if you start even studying, here you can make your own micro table. Will definitely come in our next future classes about the micro table. But this micro table is to just make you realize that whatever these subjects are there, whatever the compartment is there, and here you will even realize how much on daily basis you have to study. For example, look at this. The first month when we are preparing, you could understand ESI management, GA, PIB news, reasoning, and government schemes. In total, if I try to distribute in the subject which I am starting, management, I can give 1.5 hour daily here, right? Whatever sources I am using. At the same time, GA, PIB, I have to give 1 hour. Reasoning could be done in almost daily, half an hour is more than enough. And government schemes, again, you could give half an hour. So overall 4 hours to 5 hours you can give on daily basis. 4 hours minimum. If you start from this month, nobody can stop you for your selection. Then comes the SOPs which we are going to discuss for your selection. First thing is that for any competitive exam, always remember, prepare for phase 1 as well as phase 2. Keep the timetable flexible. Do not make it rigid. Okay. You always have to remember that always schedule, whatever schedule is there, just don't follow that schedule just because you want to follow it. Rather than that, set your priorities. Here, look at it. We have set our priorities. Priorities are completion of core subjects, management, finance, ESI. Priorities are completing day-to-day current affairs like GA, PIB news, and government schemes, as well as priorities to not let go some of the subjects because of which we will fail. Those are reasoning and quant. So all our priorities have been looked upon. This is what I want to tell you. The schedule is not important, but our priorities are important. That's why this 9-month table is there. Parallel revision is very, very important, and that is why you could see in every month there is one parallel revision which we are doing along with our active learning or active study. You have to daily do current affairs as well as PIB news. Okay, this is a must. You cannot cover monthly or 2 monthly. You cannot do this. This is a sure shot way in which if you are doing daily current affairs of GA, PIB news as well as government schemes, if you are doing on daily basis, it would be very easy for you to drink a glass of water every day. It's very easy. At a time you cannot drink in gallons. So remember this, have a trick. QRE every month you have to do. You can start with reasoning, then quant, and then even English. But do it and start it from right now only when you are starting your preparation. Then comes some of the important topics which we have broken down into whatever syllabus RBI has given, okay, including whatever recent changes were. You could see here finance, all the topics we have written here, okay. So all these topics you can jot down right now only. You can pause the video, you can jot down all these topics, all the important, the whole RBI whatever syllabus is there for each subject I have broken down into various topics. Do cover these topics in depth. Always remember, do these all the topics in depth. These all the topics are very important from exam point of view and have been curated based on previous year questions. That is why I am not giving you random chapters. Many people will just open 9-month or 7-month schedule. They will tell you do this chapter, that chapter, this chapter, that chapter. No, this is not what we are talking about. These are your important topics. You should know what comes in exam, what doesn't. Okay, everybody will tell you this chapter, that chapter. That's nowhere. That will take you nowhere. Okay, these are all the topics you could see. You can read even these topics slowly. Then comes our management. In management, again, these are our all important topics. These are our all important topics. Again, you can pick them or you can complete. Okay, so leadership, human resource development, motivation, communication. Apart from that, organizational behavior, emotional intelligence, nudge theory, ethics, nudge theory. These are some of the topics which are very, very important. Cover these also. All these are important topics. Then comes ESI's important topic. From introduction to economic growth, measurement of growth, human development, money and inflation, economic history of India, then industrial policy, poverty alleviation and employment generation, then other parts of labor policy, foreign trade policy, demographic trends, okay, urbanization, migration, sustainable development. These are the important topics from ESI point of view. So cover them also. Right now only you should know that which topic are important for you from exam point of view and which are not. So that's very, very important. Then comes ESI current. I already told you, if ESI current, if you are saying, you should know whatever government scheme is there and from which ministry it is coming, as it is important. So all this is the list of all the ministries from which we have to cover. So from finance, rural development, education, women and child development, Jal Shakti, social justice, empowerment, MSME, commerce and industry, okay, Panchayati Raj, electronics, food, electronics, Panchayati Raj, the Ministry of Panchayati Raj, then information and technology, skill and development and entrepreneurship. All these are ministries and all the government schemes from these ministries are very important. Then comes your reports. If reports I say, annual report, economic survey, budget, Nabard, financial stability report, NFHS, census, SECC 2011, then 15th Finance Commission. All these are your important reports from which the questions can come. Other than this, if you see, apart from this, finance current affairs is also there. So all the RBI circulars, whatever financial news is there which comes in the newspaper like Mint, Business Standard, okay. Apart from that, RBI's new updates, okay, which happens in the financial sectors, all the circulars of RBI, these are very, very important and you have to cover them on daily basis. So here whatever we have discussed, along with that you have to also do the finance current affairs. Always remember that all the subject if we discuss in management, overall management comes 100% static. In ESI, 75% ESI comes from current, 25% comes from static. Whereas if you see finance, in finance you will see 75% finance will come from static and 25% it will come from current. So overall this distribution is there to score high or maybe to score in your RBI 2024. Apart from that, now let's talk about qualifying section. When qualifying section, when we talk about, English is there. All the topics are given here which are very, very important from English point of view. Then comes your reasoning. Reasoning, all topics have been given. You have to keep in mind that whatever topics here we have given, major questions have come from these topics only. So always remember and do follow to do practice. If you're starting your preparation right now with the same timetable which we have given, with the same 9-month plan, then these are the topics with which you have to start your preparation with. English is done, reasoning is done. Now let's move to quant. In quant also you could see these are all the important topics. Data interpretation, for example, in RBI 2 questions will come. It would be very difficult, quant and reasoning. It would be so difficult that even if the cutoff is 5 to 6, it would be very hectic, difficult, and maybe in exam hall you will feel it impossible to even do 5 questions correct in quant. This is what happens in RBI exam. That is why if for example if you are studying data interpretation, always remember, do it with a proper depth and practice more and more numericals, such that if of data interpretation 2 questions are coming, one is coming easy and one is coming difficult, then you should be able to solve at least one with ease, and second also you should try to get your answer. So from one topic only, if multiple questions are coming, it's your responsibility. It is do or die situation that you have to make them right. This is the only way of clearing this quant, reasoning and English. Okay, reasoning also similarly would be very difficult, where reasoning questions are more than quant. So there also you have to choose the topics, and from the topics where major questions come, okay, those you have to make them correct. Then we will talk about GA. GA also, all these segregation topics you should be knowing about. From these topics GA questions would be expected. Okay, so do your whatever daily general awareness, PIB news and current affairs which you are doing, do it from this point of view, as I have given you all the topics. Okay, so apart from that, overall if we try, this was the study plan which we today wanted to discuss for your 9 months, next 9 months. What care you have to take is that every month we will complete one static subject. Every month we are going to do GA, PIB news as well as financial current affairs, and along with that 2 monthly or 1 monthly we will do whatever government schemes are there, and at the same time one qualifying subject we will start our preparation with that. Most probably that should be reasoning with which you should start your preparation. So with that we will end here and see you next time. Next one, sir.